a mouse, cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. First and foremost, want to give a huge shout out to Streamers Connected. Thanks for the shirt, folks. Representing that team right there. Now back to the scheduled program. So we have Clash Royale here. We're doing another deck. This is similar to my Golem Beatdown deck, the Natural Disaster. This one here we call the Samurai Warriors Attack. And we did a couple changes, right? So we kept the core, Ice Wizard, Baby Dragon, Mini Pekka, Lightning, and the Musketeer. What we did is we swapped out the Golem for the Pekka. We brought in the Zap spell instead of the Log. And we brought in minions and took out the Elixir Collector. Reasoning for doing that is the Pekka is very vulnerable to the Skeleton Army. So the Zap will be able to balance that out quickly. Also, we needed a few more counters for the graveyard. So we have the minions and we also have the Zap spell for when the graveyard kind of forms up. Because I've noticed it being used defensively now. And that's a game changer, absolutely. So we have to adjust. And as we're going up the ranks, you gotta have higher level cards. So upon the last video, when we opened up that Ultimate Champions chest, we did get enough Pekkas to get it up to level 6. So let's go into the replay. First one is super short. I mean, it just shows you how powerful this deck is. And the second highlight will go more into explanations. All right, so let's check this out, folks. All right, so let's go. So how y'all folks doing, man? Let me know what decks you're using. Drop comments down below. Very curious to see what's popular. I mean, I already know what the snapshot on Reddit is, but definitely like to know what the subs are thinking. So right there, we drop down the big bad Pekka. We bring the minions out to take out the Hog Rider. Sweet. Quick defeat right there. We build up an elixir. So we got some level 13 barbs. That's pretty beast. Combination of Pekka and Baby Dragon. We take them out pretty fast. Now we got to worry about that wizard. So we bring in the other Pekka for the Samurai Warrior Attack. And there we go. Bang. Boom. We are taking that tower. We got the Ice Wizard supporting with the splash damage. We're looking so good right now. Check that out. Bring in the Muskie just for overkill. Because at this point I know I won. Powerful, isn't it? I think so. So that was a short highlight, and we're gonna go right into the second one right now. This one here, we had a couple of choices. There was a Lava Loon deck that we went up against, but the cards were a bit lower, so it was a bit of an advantage on my side. So I'll show you a highlight of cards that are more along the levels of what I'm using. And this here was a combination of Elite Barbs, which is already a tough card. So right there, the Pekka is able to take out the Barbs and still have more than half of his HP left. So we're bringing the Baby Dragon for support. And there goes that Infernal Tower. The Baby Dragon can absorb a lot of that hit. We're bringing the minions to do a little more damage on that Infernal Tower. And that's it. So it did take out the push. However, we took out Elite Barbs and an Infernal Tower. So we're looking nice on the Elixir. So there goes the Tombstone right there. At this point, we're going to let it play out. And essentially, with this deck here, if you have the Pekka, use it as a tank. If not, you're playing defense. So right there, Elite Barbs again. Provide support with the Musketeer. And every card in this deck has its purpose. So, like I said earlier, if we're not tanking, we're defended. And doing splash damage if we could. So we'll let that Inferno Tower just blaze itself out. So this was a good match here. Very competitive. So at level 7 Tombstone, we can one-shot those skellies with no problem. So no reason to throw a card down. So now that we have a full count, we'll put down the Ice Wizard. He's able to splash damage those skellies right away. Put down the mini Pekka on the left. We take out this level 9 Hog. No problem. Bring in the baby dragon now, just so that we can do a little bit of chip damage. And there goes that Inferno Tower again. So now we got to defend. We got Elite Barbs over there. That's where the lightning comes into play. Nicely done. Took out a lot of damage there. Got some fire spirits in the process. Now surprisingly, we're going up against a deck with Elite Barbs and Inferno Tower. 2 counters to what we have. But because this deck is well-rounded, we're able to survive. Now we're pushing. So at this point, we got the victory. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we just made the opponent rage quit. Because what we did is stop the Inferno Tower, the Elite Barbarians. He had no answer for the Elite Beatdown deck. No answer for the Samurai Warriors. None at all. And this was my whole point, folks. Is this deck is so powerful that opponents not only get frustrated, they might not know what to do. So they either can't react quickly enough and end up losing, or they just quit because they don't know how to stop the push. The tank is powerful, and every card there supports and backs up the Pekka perfectly. And it can stop almost anything. You got the Musketeer, the Ice Wizard that can stop the Lava Loon. You got the Pekka, the minions that can stop the Hog, the Prince, the Dark Prince. They can take down tanks. I mean, it's a powerful deck. Zap spell for the skeleton armies, for the Goblin Gang. Even does a little bit of damage to the Goblin Barrels now. So, pretty solid, right? I think so. So that's it, folks. That's the latest deck that the Real Legend of Gaming's using, and we'll go from there. So check back during the week. We'll drop this video over at Clashroyalepedia. It should be in the Legendary Arena section for the Arena 11 decks. All right, so I hope you folks enjoyed. First time watching, please subscribe. Videos on here, along with strategies for other games as well. And if you're a returning sub, thank you very much. Appreciate the support.